I've been active in the office furniture industry for more than 10 years and I've seen a lot of positive developments. The use of technology combined with the increase in the cost of real estate has led to companies looking at their workplace strategies and trying to be much smarter, more effective and more efficient with the use of their space. So they look at how their people work, what type of furniture they would need for it to support all different types of work. And this has led to smarter furniture solutions, and this has also led to a lot of costs being taken out of furniture. Secondly, I think the increased attention for CSR, corporate social responsibility, especially in the furniture business, is a very good thing. Furniture companies are trying very hard to make everything they do more transparent and to step up their efforts to become more environmentally friendly, which is very positive. On the other hand, I've also seen developments which were less positive. Furniture is increasingly being treated as a commodity, but then again, the tenders, competitive bids, RFPs, whatever name the company decides to give it, they became much more elaborate, much more specific and also much more demanding. And that doesn't go very well together, because I'll give you an example of what I mean with much more demanding. I've seen a tender where the company asked the bidders, and there were 8, to provide a mock-up, 5 mock-ups on different continents on the same day. And they explicitly mentioned in their tender documentation that they would not pay for it. They would not pay for the efforts the bidders had to make. They wouldn't accept any charge for it. So how do you justify that? I mean, it has to get paid somewhere. And these mock-ups, they have to be produced, they have to be shipped, transported. Then they come onto site, they have to be built up, they have to be assessed, broken down again, and very often they're just shipped back and then thrown away because there's no process in place at the manufacturer to do something with a one-off mock-up. So on the one hand, commodity, ask for more effort to put in and excluding paying for it. Counterintuitive, or not? You produce a lot of waste as a byproduct of buying furniture and you don't want to pay for it. Not good. I think that's very bad. And also, it doesn't add up, because the tender issued by the customer specifies a lot of demands in the field of CSR, but then they do their process this way. So that doesn't add up. And I think what you see is all these commendable efforts for CSR are mostly aimed at products, cradle, recycling, what have you, and at internal processes, reduce the noise, reduce the carbon dioxide, water vapor, what have you, reduce the materials used. But they haven't been focused yet on the business-to-business process of buying and selling to the end customer. CSR is mostly aimed at products and at internal processes. It hasn't permeated the entire value chain yet. It doesn't go all the way up to the end customer, and that's something which could and should be changed. SourceYour, label for facilities and furniture. SourceYour is about how to make eco-effective money efficient. Simple idea. I want to make it transparent, I want to make it comparable, but providing real information. So the idea was to build a web platform to facilitate these tenders and to make sure that you could go in depth in all detail, but still keep things comparable and as a result improve your decision. Underneath the SourceYour label, introduce the first website, sourceyourinterior.com, which exactly does this. It makes things comparable, it reduces the waste of your decision process because you can run your tender via the web platform, and it has all the content in it, in all its detail. And it improves your decision, because with all this detail, it makes it comparable. Because you run your tender via the website, via SourceYour.com. You spend less time, less money, less energy, less effort, less water vapor, less carbon dioxide than in a traditional tender process. That's what SourceYour is about. This is a simple idea, but it's breathtakingly complicated to make it happen. Hey, but guess what? We did it. The application itself is actually built like a normal tender process would be built. It separates three phases. The first is the information phase. It's for free, you can just play around with it. You look for product, you look for guarantee, for delivery term, for price bandwidth, and just play around. It's for free, just go and then you can see how the application works actually. The second phase is called the qualification phase. It's where you really go in depth with CSR requirements, with distribution model, with service, day 2 after sales service, with claim response time, claim solution, continuation of supply, well, a lot. You choose yourself which ones you would like to have applicable to your potential supplier. And then the third phase is the e-auction phase. With the suppliers who qualified in your qualification phase, you set up an e-auction. It takes 5 minutes to set it up because all the information is already in the system. And then the suppliers which have been qualified, they are invited to join the e-auction at the time of your choice. And the e-auction is a fully integrated auction. You do an auction on 6 different items, price is only one of them. You can choose to only do it on price, it's all up to you. But you can also choose to do it on all 6 and have a weighing. You say, well, pricing should be 60%, the guarantee should be 20%, payment terms 30%. Well, that's actually 110 together, but anyway, together it should be 100, and there are 6 different criteria in the e-auction. And then you get a result, number 1, 2, 3, 4, and then SourceYour.com, it leaves it totally up to you how you run your further process. We would recommend, because one of our targets is to reduce the waste, to only ask a mocker from number 1 and do your final negotiations with them. Maybe include number 2, keep a little bit of competition in it. But on the other hand, you know, you've done your e-auction already, so there's no need. But it's up to you. And on our website and on our blog, SoYouKnowBetter.com, you can find articles about what the pro and cons are against pro and cons of negotiation after an e-auction. It's all up to you. We managed, and it's online, and it's there for you. Now let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. SourceYour. Spend less money, reduce your waste, improve your decision. Connect the dots. SourceYourInterior.com. So you know better. That's not the expression. That's yeah.